Vincent van Gogh is a master in art history for good reason. Though he died in relative obscurity, his impact on Post-Impressionism and the development of art as a whole is simply impossible to understate. At first glance, we see a lone skeletal subject smoking a cigarette in the format of a portrait. Such a striking light-on-dark contrast instantly catches our eye to command our attention. Notice how the center placement of our subject stands impossible to miss. Of course, as we mentioned, this uses a light-on-dark contrast to accent form while elevating the visual impact of our subject's skeletal shadows. We see our subject presented in the format of a portrait. This is a classic and even timeless layout that was known to all at the time. Such a sight creates this intimate visual experience with its unsettling but rather humorous themes. And Vincent van Gogh is pretty popular for his use of portraits in general. He created a ton of portraits that, later in his life, showed a stunning and experimental use of color, creating really unique visual experiences. And of course, the nature of bones and the sight of this gives us these archaic symbols of death. At the time of creating this, Van Gogh was very sick and smoking quite a bit. One sees these dark degrees as a possible conscious satire due to the themes that were present in his life at the time. Vincent van Gogh created this piece at the age of 33 while studying both sketch and paint at the Antwerp Art Academy in Belgium. The painting before us was also made shortly before his hospitalization in Antwerp before he moved south to France to eventually settle in Paris. Of course, like many different artists at the time. Of course, as a student of art, you are going to get very familiar with the nature of anatomy and drawing skeletons in general. This was rather routine at the Academy of Fine Arts. And yet, despite this, Van Gogh chose to paint this during his hours of downtime and leisure. This proves a profound level of passion, discipline, and of course dedication to the arts. The dedication to practice and study during hours of leisure proved the profound passion of Van Gogh. The artist's use of shadows displays a mastery of anatomy that also offers a stunning sense of texture within this work. The Dutch native Vincent van Gogh is often remembered for his vibrant and daring use of color. Here we see a glimpse into a darker palette during a time before the irises, the almond blossoms, and of course the starry night. Although this work is rather realistic, Vincent van Gogh is most widely known for his role in pioneering the broad style of Post-Impressionism. With the name Post-Impressionism, we of course know that it comes after Impressionism. This set the foundation for vague forms with wild brushstrokes and a daring use of color that was often used to display emotion. But where Impressionism tried to capture the fleeting elements of light and moments in time, often in nature, Post-Impressionism primarily focused on the element of symbolism with fictional subjects and intense emotion conveyed through color. We remember the countless hallmarks of early pioneers, from the dedicated discipline of studying during their downtime to the courageous fuel forging the next wave of artistic avant-gardes. Thus, although this painting was created early in Van Gogh's life, the foundation set by realistic work allowed him to later experiment with more bold and daring works that were yet to come. These works that were yet to come are the pieces that everyone knows him by and would cement his place in art history and history as a whole.